Hello, this is April with Craft Knife Chronicles, and I'm here to share a project with you that I'm calling the French Country Portal. The reason this project has that name is it is based on the Graphic 45 paper line called French Country, and you can see that I have both the 12x12 and the 8x8 pads as props in the background behind the project. And the portal part comes from the scene that is on the top of the project. I think it looks like a portal, a door, a window into the French country scene. And when we zoom in closer, I think you'll be able to get an idea of that depth and how that portal effect is created. The project basically consists of two parts. The portal on the top, and that's the part that you can see with the blue border around it, and then the base on the bottom. The whole project stands about 13 inches tall. The blue box that you see there is 8 inches by 8 inches, just to give you an idea of the dimensions of this project. And I will turn it a little bit so that you can get an idea of what it looks like from the sides. So I think now you can get an idea of the three-dimensionality of the project. The base is 5 inches deep, and the portal at its widest is 3 inches deep. And on this right side there's a drawer that opens up, and inside of that drawer there's a mini album that accompanies the project. Let's zoom in for an even closer look at the portal. Now let's see how the portal is created. It's really a series of 4 boxes. Each box has a window in front of it with a piece of the scene. And each of the boxes is open at the bottom so they can slide on top of each other to together form the scene. One of the unique aspects of this project is, although the main view is the portal all put together, each of the boxes has a scene that can stand on its own. So let's start taking the portal apart and looking at the pieces. I'll remove the first box, box number 1, just by pulling it up here, and then I'll set it in front so we can see what it looks like. I think you can see that it just has the sunflowers. You might still see a rooster and postcards on it, but they're actually part of the background of this box and feature the main graphic from the Graphic 45 French Country paper collection. That graphic was the inspiration for the portal scene, as you can tell. Here we have the sunflowers on this part, and the other boxes include the rooster, the postcards, and the stamps. Now let's look at the second box. The box number 2 has a red border, and when I pull it up, we'll be able to see the scene that is in the window of this box and the background of the individual box. So here you can see the rooster that's part of the portal scene over here on the left, and then also some little sunflowers that are in the window here on the front. The rest of what you see is the background in the box for this project, and that's why this scene can stand on its own, and it looks a little different from when the whole portal is put together. Now we're looking at just box number 3 and 4. The postcards that are in the front are on box 3, and the stamps that you see behind are actually on box number 4. So I'm going to pull up box 3 and set that in the front here. And hopefully you can see the scene that's here. So the postcards are at the front and are in the portal scene, But the little placard that we see on the back with the sunflower paper, that's on the back of the box and is only visible when you're looking at box number 3 on its own. And finally, we have our final box. And you might realize that the only thing we see when the portal is all put together are parts of the stamp. The little house and the chickens at the bottom are only visible when you're looking at box number 4 on its own. Now in the main portal scene, the background paper that you see on box 4 is also the background for the portal. Now I'll put all the boxes back together. They each sit on a base, the portal platform, which is kind of a graduated system of different thicknesses of chipboard, which allow all of the boxes to be in alignment to create the scene. And there's our portal scene back together again. Now I've lowered the camera angle so we can get a close-up view of the base, and I'll remove the portal portion so that you can see how the base is constructed. So I think here you can see that stepped up platform that I was talking about when we were looking at the individual boxes that make up the portal. And because the boxes step down in size, in order for them to slip over each other, they had to have a base that stepped up in size so that the windows would all stay aligned. So the black part that you see there at the top is that portal support platform, which allows the boxes to have their windows centered. The part with the yellow is just a decorative element to separate the portal from the main base. And then the main base is supported by some feet, which are kind of obscured by shadow right now, but there's 4 little feet that keep the base up off of the table. And then on the front, I took a sticker from the coordinating sticker paper and backed it with some chipboard and added that to the front. Both ends have a Graphic 45 antique door pull. One is functional on this end so that the drawer can be pulled out, excuse my reach. And on the other end there's a matching door pull, but it's purely decorative to give symmetry to the project. Well, that completes our tour of the French Country Portal project. If you're interested in seeing how this project was constructed, or even making one of your own, there is a separate set of videos that will be posted shortly that detail all of the steps that were taken to make the portal. There's also a construction guide that lists the materials, cutting sizes, and paper that is needed for each step. This is April with Craft Knife Chronicles. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.